Hello and welcome to another episode of Ginger Force Apocalypse, the podcast. I'm Bert Rochelle.
And I'm Muffin.
And today we're going to be talking about a facet of gaming that's becoming a lost art. Something that I've seen pop up around, but it's more like a novelty and not like an actual hobby as much anymore. It is making a comeback, I want to say, but it used to be a lot more popular than it is now. And that is good old-fashioned arcade gaming. Muffin, when you think of arcade gaming, what's the first thing you think about?
Like actually going to an arcade.
Nice.
Or I guess like any 8-bit game.
Yeah?
Like MAME. I don't know if you understand the brand line.
No,
MAME.
I don't. Please, educate me.
MAME is one of the, I guess Matt could correct me if I'm wrong here. One of the main producers for, the massive arcade machines that you would see at, Dave & Buster's, like a small arcade bar, type deal where, the old days. Think of Time Crisis 2.
Time Crisis.
You step on the pad, you stand up, it's the light guns. That was MAME.
Nice.
Mortal Kombat. MAME. Old school, full arcade towers. Those are mainly MAME, productions.
Mm-hmm.
That's mainly what I think of when I, hey, you want to go to an arcade? I'm expecting, a full tower arcade machine.
Yeah.
And if that's not what I'm getting, I'm not happy.
This is fair. Now, see, I never had the privilege of going to, a full-on arcade, with the exception of, Kennywood, I think, still has one. It's, an amusement park in West PA, I want to say. Because the amusement park, again, I went to a very small school, so we didn't go on big, Disney trips or Six Flags or anything. The band did, I think, but in terms of just, class field trips, we would sometimes... it was pretty much always Kennywood. We went to Camp Fitch once, and otherwise it was Kennywood. And even when I got to high school, it's one of those... my school seemed to operate under the policy of, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. Because both of my after proms were held at Kalahari resorts. So, hi, thanks, Leon. Still not my birthday, but I still appreciate you coming in, and I will always say thank you for that, and thanks for liking. But when I think of arcades, again, they did have one at Kennywood. They did have one or they still have them at Cedar Point, I think. But the closest thing I got to an arcade was either Chuck E. Cheese, which questionably counts. I guess nowadays it's more like an arcade, but back in my day, you had...
Back in my day!
But no, when I think of arcade games, whenever the laundry machine broke or whatever, I don't remember, or we just had, a lot of laundry piled up, and growing up in my grandmother's house, both the washer and the dryer were in her unfinished basement. So it was dusty as hell. It was just dirt floor, what have you. And so if there was, a lot of laundry piled up, we'd just go to the laundromat. And the laundromat had, I think it was Mortal Kombat and, Burger Town or Burger Time or whatever. The one where you make the burgers. And if you want to hear something really sad, I often didn't have quarters for the machine, so I would just, play the demos or watch the demo screen. But yeah, that's my thought of an arcade, or the bowling alley. Whenever my dad would go bowling, if we didn't want to sit there and watch him, he would get us a roll of quarters and be like, "Have fun," and we'd play the racing games in the arcade. They had, I don't remember what the games were, but they did have arcade or one of the racing games. And I had a couple other games, but even I don't remember anymore because even recently when I went, it's more like the gotcha machines and less so the games. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah. But arcades used to be the shiz, and
Hey, Matt fucking confirmed it.
yeah,
I was right.
go babe, go Matt and Muffin. You guys are a team. But no, I think a lot of what killed console gaming or arcade gaming was the consoles. I'm just gonna say it. When you could just buy the console and play at home, people are like, "Why do I even have to go out to the arcade? I could just play at home with my friends, and we can, have chips at my place and not spend a lot of money at, I don't know." There's like snack counters at arcades, right? I actually have never been to like a full
Yeah.
one. Yeah. Though I will say I have gotten to experience I don't know how modern it is, I'll admit, but it was news to me when I left my podunk college town in Ohio because we didn't have one. I think there was one local game store that had a couple arcade machines, but I really like barcades. They're just bars with arcade machines in them, and they're based around that, and they're great. Like a really good one is I think it's Level Up. Is that what it's called in Savannah? There's a really good barcade in Savannah that has like a whole row of pinball machines on one end, and it's got you literally just said it with the laser guns. Time Attack, I think it's called.
Oh, Time Crisis and their light guns.
Light guns, thank you. I literally it went in one ear and out the other, but Time Crisis is a really fun one. But they're kind of coming back in the form of barcades. Because, the youngsters, they got them cell phones they don't know. But who does want to play video games? People who are old enough to drink. No, you should really, next time you have, a date night, get a sitter and take Ashley to the barcade. Because it is a lot of fun.
Brittany. We are not doing a sitter.
Why not?
We don't do sitters. She is still too young. Goodness.
Not even your mama? She can't
God,
stay with your
no.
mom for a night?
No. I think Ashley would shoot her foot off before that ever happens.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Anyways.
I know it's a bit hard to understand. We're not getting a sitter.
And that's
it's just not happening.
And that's your choice as parents. I'm just saying, when you're ready, that's good. It'll be a fun date night. You buy her a drink or two. You play some video games. It's a good time.
We already have date night. This Friday, when Ellie goes to bed, we're having sushi.
That sounds okay.
We're getting drinks from Parker's or something, and we're getting ice cream to make floats with them.
Oh, that sounds lovely.
And then we're gonna sit there and we're gonna watch our show. Or our movie, which is more than likely going to be the next Predator film.
Oh, the Badlands that just came out, right? Or are you talking about the film?
No.
No?
No, we're going in order.
Oh, nice! Did you watch the first one already with her?
Yeah.
Okay, good.
We just watched the first Alien vs. Predator.
Nice. I liked Alien vs. Predator. I don't care what anyone else says. Those are good movies.
There you go. I updated the tuxedo one more time. It looks so good. I
can't wait to see it. But no, I think another part. Oh, what was it? Oh, the arcades are kind of coming back because you've also got massively popular institutions like Dave and Buster's, which that's like an arcade, right? It's got a bunch of those games and food and beer.
Mm-hmm.
Got everything a grown man can want: wings, beer, and video games.
Well, and to think about it, Dave & Buster's is coming out to where I'm at.
Mm-hmm. That's
so
right.
They're supposedly making one down the road.
Okay. All right.
So whenever that is, I will be there and I will be playing it whenever I
Yes.
have the time. Because I love actual like arcades, and even if I don't have like enough time to do it here, um, it's still gonna be like fun, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
So I
And,
will enjoy it. I'm sure my wife would enjoy it.
and Matt brings up an interesting point as well in the chat that Stranger Things is also helping kind of bring back arcades, which that plays into a whole other aspect of stuff that went away but is now coming back. And I think a lot of the, like, if you look at like the early 2000s when console gaming was becoming like the thing, like that was the onset of the console wars and Xbox and Halo and everything and the LAN parties, um, which is itself amazing and should come back. But it did kill things like they're looking so forward to the future. They're like, arcades are out. You can play at home with your friends. Here, just buy our $200 console. And as you're looking forward to the future, you tend to forget things that were good about the past. Like, you weren't just stuck at home playing a video game. You went out to play a video game with your friends, and you had to take turns, and God forbid, meet new people or compete in tournaments. And shows like Stranger Things being set in the 80s. Say you want about the plot, I've only seen a couple episodes, but it is bringing back that 80s, that nostalgia that, oh, that was really nice. Why don't we have that anymore? Let's bring that back. Hence, the rise in popularity, the new wave of Dungeons and Dragons, the new wave of arcades, and, going out and touching grass.
We don't touch grass around here. The grass touches us.
Oh. But actually, surprisingly, that I've been trying to find a way to squeeze in here, but I figured it out. You know what else is kind of bringing back the arcade experience that I feel like is dwindling a little bit more than it should be, but they need to start bringing it back? Comic-Cons. If you go to most Comic-Cons, like, I've been to small cons, I've been to relatively big ones, like, all the way, what's the one? The first one, the very first con I went to was All-Americon. That's what it was called. It was called All-Americon, and it was held at Youngstown State University in Youngstown, Ohio. I think they're still coming, or maybe it was either Youngstown or Warren. I might have gotten the names mixed up, but whatever one I went to was in Warren, not Youngstown. But there was another one I went to in Youngstown. But both of them were piddly little cons, but they were both really fun, had some good guests. I met one of my favorite authors, James O'Barr. I met him at one of the cons. It was fantastic. But I've also been to I think Anthrocon had a game room. That's the furry con in Pittsburgh. Animarathon, that's what I'm thinking of. That one's held at BGSU and Bowling Green. I've been to MomoCon in Atlanta. I've been to a handful of cons. And most of them have game rooms set up, which is where they'll get, what's it called? They'll have, like, old school consoles set up, so, you and strangers can play, Fan Expo has one, Colossal Con, the really big one in Sandusky. That one has not only, like, the old school consoles, that has multiple game rooms. There's, like, old school consoles set up, but you've also got, like, arcade games from Japan, arcade games that are just, classic American, mostly the Japanese ones. It is an anime convention. But cons are really bringing back the arcade experience, because even if you don't have the arcade games there, like the classic, Time Crisis, which I have played at a con, the Burger Time, the Mortal Kombat Frogger, all of that, I would argue that is still the modern day equivalent, seeing as you're going out in public with strangers and playing video games. And that is, in my opinion, like the main appeal of an arcade is you leave your house, it's like an event, you go play a video game, you show off to friends and strangers alike, and it's a good time. And I do understand why they went away, but I also think the fact they're coming back is amazing, and the fact that it's being geared towards old, like, adults is an interesting twist. You know what I mean?
I've been to one con.
Yeah.
And it did not have any arcades.
It didn't
whatsoever.
have a game room?
Nope.
Under that logic...
And that was the Savannah Comic-Con.
Okay, I think I remember. I went to the Savannah Comic Con last year, and I don't remember them having a game room there either. But that's a that just sounds like a flaw in the Savannah Comic Con that they should fix.
Well, then again, we were only there for like an hour or so. We walked around, got some things. It wasn't that big.
No,
you know?
It wasn't. You'd think
it wasn't
bigger.
super extravagant.
Yeah.
But that's why I bought my Dark Magician Girl, the Risque statue.
Yep, I seen her. She's pretty.
It's very nice.
Under that logic, Pokemon Go is an arcade game. All right, fine. We'll add one more thing because Pokemon Go is not an arcade game. It's got to be stationary. Like you can't just.
Technically, Pokemon Go is arcade.
Really?
You are stationary.
Well, you have to walk around.
You can catch things. No, you don't.
Okay.
And I can prove that.
Just because you hacked it, you broke your game.
Whoa. I personally did not hack it.
You paid somebody to or asked them to nicely.
I did not even pay. I don't even pay for it anymore. It was $5 a month. I'm perfectly fine with the free version now.
Mm-hmm.
I did not do any sort of things. I, however, will enjoy the fact that I do not have to go out of my house to play Pokemon Go. But, see, King is on my side today. You are not winning any of this.
But that's its own Pokemon Go, and it's like it's on a phone. That is a mobile game. That is not an arcade. That is a totally different category of gaming.
Wrong. Because I can get it on the iPad. That's not a phone.
It's still mobile gaming. It's on
a mobile.
It's on
my iPad can't leave the house.
That sounds like a you problem. Most other iPads can leave the house just fine.
Let's see. Where am I?
Where are you
currently? My person is set to New York.
You are not to New York, son.
No, I am not. However, I am level 40. Will claim all my rewards.
Do what you gotta do.
Oh, there's a lot.
Probably because you haven't logged on in a hot minute.
And then, oh my goodness, hold on. There's a new item now.
Oh, Jesus Christ, what did you do?
Look at that. You can't tell me that you would not, in any sort of the sense, go to New York for Pokemon Go.
Well, I can't. I never got into it that hardcore. I'd never really played it all that much.
But if you pay attention, I can tap my screen, walking to the coordinates. I don't have to leave my house.
You're not strengthening your argument for arcade gaming.
Okay. I can strengthen my argument even more for arcade gaming.
Okay.
Let me find this little
item
here.
What is your argument right here? What are you arguing? What is
You don't have to leave for arcading.
Oh.
Arcades can be at home.
Well, that was the argument that people play. That was the argument in favor of console gaming, because it's the arcade experience at home.
No. The gaming experience for consoles is you would be able to play stronger and more graphical intense video games at less of the cost of owning your own arcade. This, however...
What is that?
Can be turned into anything. This is a Raspberry Pi. This is a Raspberry Pi 5, in fact. This is the upgraded version.
Oh, I forgot you ended up getting that.
I could spend $23 to buy the 3D print models to where I can turn this little thing into the ever so small, like literally about this tall, of an arcade. I can make it look like Super Mario. I can make it look like, what is it? Rampage?
Anything. Yeah. Oh, I've played that game. That one's fun.
And then I could download absolutely every arcade game I ever want.
Was that so?
Without ever leaving my house.
I still disagree. The point of an arcade, it's an establishment you go to play video games.
If I had the money, I would turn this whole room into an arcade. And I would let my daughter just live the life that I never had at an arcade.
There you go. That could be your new setup. Just get yourself some vintage pinball machines. I'm sure they're not that expensive.
Oh, God, no. Because the last pinball machine I had, still have, it is sitting on the floor waiting to be shipped out to somebody.
I mean, you could keep it if you want. That's up to you.
No, I don't. See, look, even Matt still agrees. Sidestepping Pac-Man being an online and having an app is still an arcade game. Galaga is online.
It's based on an arcade game, but again, I'm just gonna look up what the official definition. I'm gonna be that bitch. That's like the Webster's definition of. I'm gonna just Google what is an arcade.
Coin-operated entertainment device, typically a standalone cabinet with screen and controls designed for playing electronic games like video games, pinball, or redemption games. So, literally, all of what the key components of that would be, my little $87 Raspberry Pi, I could turn into that.
Hey, what about the Merriam-Webster dictionary definition?
That's all, folks.
An amusement center having coin-operated games. So the barcades that I mentioned are technically arcades. Dave and Buster's is technically an arcade. Chuck E. Cheese, technically by that definition, used to be an arcade because they had their own little coin system, but now they're like charge cards or something, and I wish they'd go back to the coins. Coins and tickets, but they don't anymore, which I ain't taking my kids to Chuck E. Cheese unless they can get a little gold coin with a mouse on it. Any claw
there's
machine,
somebody
sure.
selling an actual Pac-Man arcade machine for $300 in less than 2 miles away.
And look, I
almost bought a fucking vending machine the other day, right?
Why do you need a vending machine?
Oh, we have a new regional manager. I'm trying to let him allow me to put a vending machine up at our store so I can get money out of it.
You wanna...
Look, I've got a Sam's Club account. I could easily just stock it for less than $30.
Yeah, I feel like corporate's not going to be down with that. They'd want to cut of the profits.
Oh, no. The last time I mentioned anything about it, they go, no vending machine because it entices people to break in and steal out of it.
Uh-huh.
Which, if you break into a tire shop, what's the first thing you're going to do?
I don't know.
Take money out the drawer, steal the parts and tools out of the entire shop, steal the tires out of the shop. Oh, and look, a vending machine that has $12 in it. Whoop-de-doo, let me go steal the $12 out of it.
I mean,
it was a $40 vending machine from the 1960s.
That sounds like a steal. Why didn't you get it?
It was an hour away, and the only vehicle that I have that would be able to transport it currently still does not have an engine mount in it. So I can't drive the car.
Fair enough. I'm just saying that sounds like a damn good deal.
Yeah, but it's okay. I'll find another way to go on about it. Who knows? Maybe I'll order another Raspberry Pi and just print my own vending machine.
I mean, honestly, you could print your own little arcade, like you said, for your daughter. You could 3D print her baby's first arcade machine.
Yeah, I could. I would love to do it in resin.
Look, I'm working on it. It's not... I'm working on it. I'll send you the basket soon. I found it. But, like... So, we've established the definition of an arcade. Though, we tend to disagree on,
Make one for the cats. The cats don't deserve one.
The cats don't deserve. See, I'd say send one for Oakley, but he would just chew on it. He was actually really disappointed in me the other day, because I don't know if I mentioned it before, but sometimes if I want him to, if he's being too wiggly, or if I just don't want him to fall asleep, because I'm gaming and I want him to sleep at the same time I do, so he doesn't wake me up like he did this morning. But sometimes I'll just set him on the floor and leave him to entertain himself. And he would literally, like, reached up into his little basket of clothes and just started strewing them all over the bedroom floor. And that's how he decided.
Good boy.
Well, no, so I got a new basket for his clothes, and I just put his toys in his short basket that he can access. And he peered over into his basket that only had toys in it, and he just kind of looked around and then just kind of dejectedly got out of the basket. He's like, this isn't what I wanted to play with. I got him brand new toys, but whatever.
Good boy.
Anyways, weird little tangent. Little roundabout way of saying Oakley does not need a claw machine or his own arcade machines. But
he deserves it, does he not?
I mean, he's a sweet boy. He deserves the world. But
you know what you could do?
Uh-huh.
Make it out of food.
That sounds like
get a dehydrator.
Mm-hmm.
Lay out a sheet of beef. Cook it. Or, well, I guess dehydrate it.
Mm-hmm.
Cut it out like construction paper. Glue it together with edible food glue.
Mm-hmm.
And then give it to the dog.
Yeah, that's one I'd set outside for the big dogs, because Oakley would take too long and it'll rot and get gross or attract too many flies. But,
well, see, the best thing about jerky is you can let it sit outside and it wouldn't rot.
What about the other components?
Easily 2 months.
What about the stuff you're setting outside or using to stick the jerky together?
Edible glue. It's basically collagen and water.
Oh, well, again, that would be one for the outside dogs. Oakley, I don't think, would be that interested in it. He won't even take a treat except for the most specific of circumstances. Unless it's Salisbury steak. He loves some fucking Salisbury steak. But we digress. So, something else I would like to talk about in terms of the arcade discussion is the fact that it's aimed towards adults. You're not seeing kids going down to the barcade because they're not allowed in the barcade. It's a bar. But it used to be the attitude used to be that video games are for kids, so it would be marketed towards kids, but nowadays it is greatly more geared towards adults. And I think there's actually multiple reasons for that. For one, kids, I'm going to say it again, are on their damn phones all the time. They're going to be playing Red Dead Redemption on there soon, so why do they need to even get a console for it? They can play Red Dead on their phone. You can play Fortnite on your phone. There's so many, what was it? Clash of Clans. Oh yeah, Raid Shadow Legends. That meme of a game. There's so many things you can do on your phone or on your PC. And they don't have, for one, the nostalgic experience or the nostalgia for going out and doing that stuff because they just simply weren't alive for that time. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah. But not only that, but people realized, or, people in some marketing office somewhere realized that not only adults were playing video games and enjoying it, the audience when it was geared towards kids has now aged, into a different bracket of gaming. And the adults are the ones with the money. So they get to pay for the consoles, pay for the games, pay for the subscription prices. And when it comes to arcades, they're the ones who have the cars and can drive to the bar and drink beer and, play Mortal Kombat. So, yeah.
Save yourself the time, the money, and the gas. Buy yourself a Raspberry Pi. Make your own arcade at home.
You are not
Emulators.
Sponsored by
Thank
Raspberry.
you.
Why? Okay, so is this now a debate of I'm in favor of arcades and why they should be a thing and why you should get out of your house, and you're just like, nope, arcade at home.
Well, see, think about it this way, Brittany. What do gamers lack the ability to do?
I
What's
don't
your
know.
favorite thing to say? Come
Your
on,
mom?
use those 2 brain cells. Come on. Touch grass. We can stay inside, never go outside, and never touch grass. We can just play video games until we wither away.
But see, that actually goes into another facet of my argument. That's why arcades should be a thing and you should be enthusiastic about arcades, because it gives you an incentive to go touch grass and get out of your house
Oh,
and
I
still
am,
play your video games.
Enthusiastic to go actually play, an arcade.
We could show off in front of
there's
strangers.
one around here.
Exactly. You can show off in front of strangers and be like, I'm the coolest.
Yeah, it's just something to gloat about,
Yeah, exactly.
Beating some dude in his 80s on a game of fucking Mortal Kombat. Yeah, why would I want to do that? Come on now.
Why are you assuming the man's in his 80s? And why would... what?
I remember when this game first came out on the Atari. Man, that was fun. That's what it's going to be like. And I'm just going to be like, all right, old timer. Get on my face. Get on my face.
I still can't tell if you're for what your argument is here. Because you're like, oh, I'm going to kick ass at the arcade. But also, why the fuck would I do that? I've got my Raspberry Pi.
You cut out too much. I didn't understand a single thing you said.
I can't tell what you're trying to argue here. Because you're all like, I'm going to kick ass at the arcade. Arcades are awesome. But also, fuck arcades. I have my Raspberry Pi. I've got arcade at home.
Is it better to have an arcade at home, or is it better to waste your gas, time, and money to go outside of the home to beat some old dude standing there at the arcade? Yes or no?
That's not a yes or no question.
Yes or no?
I think it's more enriching to go out and do things than to do everything.
You know what?
At home.
Enrich this. Enrich this. How about that?
I'm just saying, I know a lot of it's economically factored as well, like why the arcades disappeared, because like you said, you can waste the time, gas, and money to go out and play video games, or you can make a one-time console purchase, and in this case,
there you go. You cut out again.
A monthly. Let me turn off some of my. Let me change my Discord settings. I think I know what's going on, because I was having this problem. Because I think I'm recording just fine, but obviously I'm not coming through just fine, so that's the problem.
Oh, yes. That's the problem.
It has been in the past.
So loud.
Am I loud now? What's going on?
You were when you said that.
Yeah, because I turned my noise suppression to standard instead of crisp. But anyway, so what I'm saying...
Good boy.
What? No, I'm not going to act like, the disappearance of arcades isn't economically factored as well, because, people found out quickly with, like, Nintendo, Sony, Microsoft, that over time it is technically cheaper to get yourself a home console, and nowadays even a monthly subscription service, and you've got a million games you can play, or if you've got a PC at home, you can play them at home. You don't have to go anywhere. You're not enticed to spend money on food because you can just eat whatever you've got in the cabinet. You can make your own drinks, and it's just a more convenient, cost-effective experience. And in the case of an arcade, you gotta, pay the mortgage or lease, whatever, you gotta pay for the building. You gotta pay to maintain it. You need, water, electric, all that stuff. You need... If you do have food at your arcade, you gotta pay for the food and for the maintenance and the upkeep of those appliances. And you gotta, pay for the upkeep of the machines themselves because they can break. And unlike nowadays where you can do something's wrong in World of Warcraft, we'll put a patch out, it'll fix that bug. With an arcade game, you have to actually have a mechanic come in, especially someone who specializes in those kinds of machines to, redo some wiring or some soldering or what have you. And it's a whole ordeal. And then that in itself, say if you have one really popular...
Soldering?
Do
you expect the game to, fully just ignite itself in a ball of flames?
Possibly. I don't... Shit happens. It's an electrical component. What...
That would be like expecting your computer to just ignite in flames and being like, all right, well, I gotta call an electrician out here so you can fix all these wires.
If I don't take care of it properly, that can absolutely happen. Actually, I just had a friend tell me he was cleaning out his friend's PC, like his tower, And it was built up with so much dust. You could it was like dust this thick inside the computer. And it's actually a miracle that it didn't catch on fire sooner.
Well,
that wasn't just like a can of air situation. That was a handy vac getting in there and vacuuming all the components.
To be fair,
mm-hmm.
When was the last time that you cleaned your computer?
Just recently. I remember I had to reseat the GPU and I dusted it while I was in there. So, a couple weeks maybe? A couple months?
Interesting.
How often do you clean your computer,
I don't believe
Muffin?
you, but you know. I haven't. Since I built it, I have not cleaned it.
Uh-huh, uh-huh.
And you know what it doesn't contain? Dust.
I don't know what to tell you.
I've got 9 fans in this computer.
No. 9?
9, and they're literally the size of a CD disc. Each one.
No wonder you don't have dust. You've got constant airflow.
Yeah. Asshole gamers should. 3 of which come in, 6 of which blow out. Not to mention the 2 that are on the GPU itself. I mean...
You're gonna give me a fucking
I put the time and the effort into this, you know?
But that's what
the difference between pre-built and building.
I'm proud of you. I don't know how many fans are in my computer, or even what graphics card I have. But, I'm proud of you.
You should be.
But anyway, there's a lot of upkeep that, especially after the advent of home consoles, that arcade owners, they literally just went out of business because people were not showing up to play their games. They're like, we got video games at home. We got McDonald's at home. But except instead of, McDonald's, it was, we have arcade at home. And it's like Grand Theft Auto, God of War, freaking Crash Bandicoot, Sly Cooper. Like...
Sorry. Had a burp.
Why are you like this?
Look, I could have done it out loud.
You did! That was clearly audible!
No, I had my mouth closed the entire time.
Doesn't mean it wasn't audible.
That sounds more like a you problem, not a me problem. Hey, at least my audio always comes through. Miss cuts out 500 times.
Not even gonna dignify that with a response. I'm gonna ask what you, as a gamer, your final thoughts on arcades, where they went, where they're going.
Where they went home. Where they're going, in the past. I mean...
I'm gonna pout about it.
That's where that's going, you know?
Yeah.
You said it yourself. How many actual arcades have you seen?
Again, we got Chuck E. Cheese. We got Dave & Buster's.
Doesn't count.
They did. It's
Chuck
true.
E. Cheese is a children's casino.
The children's casino.
They grew up and went to the bar, as Matt said.
That's exactly what they did. And I think that is a very fitting outlet for them. Because it's nostalgic, it's also fun, and it makes sense, because the kids today, they just don't know. But we gamers, we know. And what I really want to know is what you think about the arcade experience. Please send us your fondest memories. Where you think arcades... If you think arcades should make a comeback, all that good fine dandy stuff, and you let us know on all of our socials what you want to see in an arcade. Or, if you think they just should stay in the past, home gaming's where it's at, console, PC, what have you, and let us know on all our socials, which can be found at linktree/GFA Entertainment, as well as let me know on, my socials what retro games you'd want to see me play, because I am going to be, fitting in a retro night or maybe a retro day into my stream schedule, so you can get the arcade experience on my streams. And that's at BurtRochelle.com or BurtRochelle.card.co.
And then you can find me at linktree/muffinsincere. All of my information is there, as well as a links directing to our merchandise.
Mm-hmm.
Follow us all on everything: Twitch, Twitter, TikTok, Instagram, all of it. And Matt, if you like what you see, make sure to subscribe to both of us.
And until next time, thank you so much for watching and or listening to another episode of Ginger Force Apocalypse, the podcast. And keep fapping, folks.